Alrighty guys, got the governor all back together here, ready to go on the combine. Have new seals in it, a little bit of silicone just to help her seal up a little better. A new seal in here, all the linkage and everything back on it. I'm ready to drop her in the hole here. So yeah. Alright, I got the governor on here and got the belt tightened up. Kind of screwy. You got them two slots. You got a instead of just a hole where you can probably get got a hole on one side and then a slot on the other. It's got two slots. For whatever reason, makes it kind of hard to get the belt real tight, but that thing don't pull real hard, so I don't think it'll be much of a problem. Oh man. I opened up the right page there. So I got to read over this now here and figure out exactly what I'm doing, and then I'll kind of walk you through it here on what I do to get the adjustments just right. So, alright, I got the linkage adjusted here. What it tells you to do, open the throttle, the engine off obviously, open the throttle up all the way, make sure this stop right there is hitting the stops. That means carburetor's wide open. I think part of my problem was I didn't have the throttle where it couldn't open it up all the way, and that might have been my problem. I had that thing in where it only good about right there, so it wasn't opening it up all the way. But anyway, got that. I adjusted this, got it opened up, opened my throttle in the cab all the way up, got this thing out to where it's set to wide open, and then it's got this spring deal here on the governor, and with that relaxed, you take that and it ought to be able to just slip in the hole just like that. He said you should, or the book said you shouldn't have to push that spring in, it just should slip right in the hole there, which I had to screw this side in just a little bit to get it to do that. Now I'd probably go in 1/8 of an inch or 3/16 of an inch to where it slips right in there. All tightened up, and then you got to kind of make sure this stuff's standing up like this, because otherwise it might hit the fuel line or this bracket here for throttle linkage. Then I'll have to start it up and just see where it's at. It's got this rod on the bottom of the governor. It's called the maximum speed adjusting rod, and that's down underneath the radiator. You go down on the outside over here and adjust that. And if you don't have a tack in, and if I didn't have a tack in it, I'm supposed to get a little tack, which we've got one. It's just got a little rubber thing on the end. You just put it on the end of a shaft, and it spins while it's running, and it just spins. See how fast it's going. Full throttle on the beater shaft should be 680 to 685 RPM, which gives you 2100 or 2150 engine. But I've got the tack in it, so I don't need to do that. I can just fire it up and see where it's at. But I think we'll pick up a couple of tools here and get out and try it and see how it does. Alrighty guys, give her a try here and see if it's working alright. You rev it up. It goes right there at about 2,000, it just holds it there. You can see the governor arm moving right there. I need to open it up just a little. It's running about just under 2,000. So I'm gonna go out here and open it up just a little more. I can't remember. Which direction we gotta head on this thing to I want to say I think we gotta back this thing out to get more. It seemed like last summer I was screwing it in. I was pulling this rod out this way and there's another nut on the back side here to try to decrease the RPMs. That wasn't working too well, but we're gonna so I'll move that just a little bit. I don't know how much. I'll do like 2 turns on the threaded rod or something and see what that gets me. Yeah, let me go a little more here. Always good when you do a project and it works like it's supposed to. I'm real excited about this. It'll be great out cutting wheat. See how much power it's gotta move Grandpa's sweet corn planter and the grain truck in the car, and we'll see. Take it out and drive it around a little bit because it always even pull it down when I was just driving it around. So we'll take it out here and see what it'll do. Come on. Now we're just about 2100 there. About 2075 maybe. That throttle works a lot better than it did last summer too. Ethan drove this, and he didn't know what I was talking about with the half-century show. You know, the throttle wasn't the greatest, but it's really a good improvement here. Well, let me adjust that a little more. Alrighty guys, got it out here. I got it going. I'll take it for a drive here in a second. I'm going to show you a couple things I did first while I was also rebuilding the Governor. I didn't make a video of. First thing, up there, me and Ethan went to the junkyard. We're trying to take this piece off a Moline 2890, which is the same thing as a 525, just the Minneapolis version. Instead, the other one is square. The stuff builds up on here, and mine was just stationary. On the later ones, they moved the sieve. So I just took those brackets there that were bolted here, turned them in, and put them there instead of moving the sieve. And then I put this. I gotta get that all folded back up. But anyway, put that flat bar piece on up there as a stiffener, and so it moves with the sieve now. I put this speedometer cable on here. Because I didn't have one, and I had to put a new speedometer out of a junk 7800 we had in it too, because the other one was locked up. And then once I got it freed up, I found out I had a broken piece and a little broke shaft inside of it, so I put a new working speedometer out of a junk 7800 we got, which reminds me, C&J Farms, I need to get that video made. You wanted a video of our junk 7800 and our 9700, or a junk 9700. Got to do that for you guys. So anyway, I got that on there, and then I had a hydraulic leak right there on the pressure side of the pump that I had to fix. But other than that, it ought to about be ready to go to the field. Well, after I check all the fluids and everything, grease it and change the engine oil, it ought to about be ready to go. Well, we're take her out for a spin here. Hold it right there about 2150. That's exactly what I wanted. Before it would pull it, you know, way down, start to go up a hill, man, you really had a problem. And so I'm going to engage the separator and head back up this hill here and see if it does any better keeping the RPMs up on it. Well, and another thing I done while I had it, I was also working on it, I got my blower fan working here for the cab. I got to get a filter for it, but I got that working, so I got some air movement in the cab here this summer under cutting wheat. I get allergies real bad, so I hope to have the windows shut on it. And corn, not so much, but beans and wheat, I get pretty bad allergies, and hay too, so make it help me out there a little bit. Get out here and make sure that piece isn't going to hit that whatever the heck that spreader or shaker fan on the back. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. That'll keep the cobs from trash or anything building up there, and I don't think it would stop or plug the sieves, but it sure makes me feel better knowing it's like that. I do farms a bit. I still got to get a video for you switching the machine over to wheat. That'll probably be the next one of this combine. I should have, other than switching the head over, if I had about another hour and a half on her, or 2 hours, I think I could probably about get her switched over. Switched over and ready to go, and I will start on 7800 then. Alright, let's see how much power we got here. It'd probably pull it down to 18 or 1900 RPMs climbing this hill with everything engaged. Oh yeah, man, that didn't even hardly pull it under 2000 there when I took off. Yeah, we're still running 2100 on it. Third gear here and see how it does. got it fixed here. I think that'll about do it for this one. Thanks for watching.